Okay, we're gonna get into something that's gonna be kind of advanced, but here we go. So, with the Ultimate Golf Clash calculator, there are some holes where I have the calculator automating and telling me what spins and what curl to put. So let's take a look at this shot. So this is White Cliffs 3B. I call it fairway patch big drop with the big drop. So I call it patch big drop. So this is a setup for the hole. We see that the calculator is showing that I haven't set up the hole yet, but it's showing it at 90, 90. But I want you to look at here. The top spin, backspin is saying minus 1.1 right now. And the curl is saying minus 17, which stands for minus 17%. So I'm gonna play it. So as I'm setting up, I put in the wind angle. So I say that it's 45, and I put I correct it, 137. So you can see it changed to 0.21, minus 2.1 backspin, and minus 20% curl. So let's go back again. You can see it. So you can see the top spin, backspin. And then you can see as I enter it, S13 is reading it. Let's see. Okay. 137, so minus 2.1 and 2.0. So it's automatically updating the top spin and the backspin for me. All right. So now I know my shot. Always 2 right spin. So I set up for the right spot. Put 2.1 on. I know I need 20% curl. Negative 20, so negative meaning to the left, positive meaning to the right. And setting up the pull angle, 6 degrees. And then setting up for the shot. And you'll see me put minus 20% to the left curl. Or halfway, inner wall, outer wall. 1, 2, and 3, right? 1 inner wall, 2 between it. And you can see the shot. Okay, so it's a pretty good estimate, pretty good. So we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna see how we can get that done. So let's go out to the calculator. I have the note up. So let's go to the whole notes, take a look. So you can see here, if I were to edit the cell, I have this crazy looking equation. It's actually an equation. Or I go over here. This one also is an equation. So what happened is, and how I was able to generate it, is I just kept track of some shots. So the shots that were working, where I made my best guess of what it needed to be. And so if you look at the whole notes here, I said that I have to go back and tell you what 0Y is. So what makes it work and what I'm tracking is, as you put the wind in, the wind angle, if I were to put 90, and put this as 0 elevation, and put 10 and 100% slider to kind of make everything look okay. If I put 90 degrees, you can see that at 90 degrees is fully, the 10 mile per hour wind is fully on the XY components of the wind. It's 10 mile per hour is on the X, but there's 0 for the Y, right? Because it's straight crosswind. But if I was to go straight tailwind, it would be, not that one, sorry. For straight tailwind, it would be 0 crosswind, right? But 10 mile per hour would be positive because pushing in tailwind. If it was headwind, it would be minus 10%. Right? Minus 10, miles per hour. And if it was something in between, like 45, it'd be a mixture of the two. You have a left to right wind of 7.1 mile per hour and a tailwind of 7.1 mile per hour. The components of the 10 mile per hour wind. So that's what I'm focusing on. So if I took a shot, I noticed it was 30 degree tailwind. I would keep track of the for the top spin backspin, I was just interested in how much it was pushing from behind. So this is providing 8.7 miles per hour push from behind. If it was headwind with crosswind in it, it would be pushing back the ball minus 7.1 miles per hour in the tailwind component. So I'm just keeping track of that. So let's go to the notes. So I kept track of the shots. So for the spin, I would notice, okay, in this one, that when I had whatever wind it was, whatever strength, whatever angle, if the Y component of the wind was 10 miles an hour, I noticed I needed about minus 2.3 backspin, 15, and so that's how these numbers are generated. Same with the curl, left to right. I wanted to simplify this hole, so I always put 2 right spin on it and then just adjust by curl and just tracked it, and then just track these numbers. So right here I saw that at 0, you can see here 0 X, where there's pretty much tailwind, no crosswind, it's pure headwind, pure crosswind. Well, in this case, pure tailwind, I need a 30% right curl. If it was super strong, from right to left, minus 5.8, then I would need 140% right curl. If I was pushing left to right, super strong, 16, I would need minus 60% left curl. So I just tracked all of that. So once I had these numbers, and you don't need this many numbers, you can slowly kind of build up on it. I would say you need about 5 to 6 shots of varied ranges within what you're trying to track. So once you get these numbers, you need to model it. And I go to this site and I want to show you this. And you see this URL, it's called planetcalc.com/5992/ and it's this crazy name, function approximation with regression analysis. So all it really is you put, it's kind of like saying, oh, if something is 1, I get a 5. If it ever shows 3, I might get an 8. If it shows 4, I might get 10. So you kind of put these pairs of numbers together, and that's what we have here, right? We have pairs of numbers. 0 is 0, 24 is 1, 11.2 is negative 2.5, 15 is minus 3.2. So let's get back to that, and let's put that in. So I have, I split apart the screen so it'll be easier to input the numbers. So this says here, X value separated by space, Y value separated by space. So all it's really trying to do is you want to just put these number pairs, one for X, one in the X value and one in the Y value. So the X values here will be the left side, 0 all the way to 16.1, and the Y will be 0 to minus 3.3. So it says to enter them just with a space, no commas. So I'll do that. So 0, 2.4, 5.0, 6.7, 10, 10.7, 11.2, 15, and 16.1. And the Y's I put in, that'd be 0, dash, 0 minus 1, 1.3, 5 minus 2.3, minus 2.4, minus 2.7, minus 3.2, and minus 3.3. Okay. Normally works pretty fast. Oh, I see. Hyperbolic regression. So I gotta take that off. Sorry. Gave me an error message there. Okay, so don't get confused by all these names or anything. All it's really gonna do is trying to find a pattern in matching pairs of numbers. That's all that this calculator is doing for us. So, and it's gonna put it in graph form too. So you can kind of see, these crazy graphs. These are the plots, the points that I put in. All right, I've got some points, these little X's. These are the pairs of number I put in. And all it's trying to do is create a picture that kind of makes sense of these pairs of numbers and trying to find a best fit line that kind of works with all of the points. So it's, in fact, it's making up numbers in between the points that you did, right? So that's all it's doing. So we want to pick the nicest one that kind of fits. So maybe this orange one, right? Not so good. So the orange one is tells you what it is. Orange is linear regression, so you just turn that off. Turn that off. Okay, get rid of that. And we're left with two now. Another orange and a green. You can pick the one you like. I kind of like, well, let's see. I like the green, I guess. The green kind of maybe fits a little better with all the points. So we'll pick the green one. And the green one is the cubic regression, and we'll take away this quadratic. So what do we want? We wanted we wanted the cubic. So take away the quadratic. So we just, all we have is the green one left. Well, now I changed it again. It changes the color. But we have the cubic regression. And now you look for the cubic regression. It has all these different formulas. Right? It says cubic regression, power regression. This is what we're interested in, right here. The formula for it. So what this formula means really is this line that we see. It's the equation for this line, so that if I were to put an X, in this case our wind in the Y direction, that somewhere in between it's going to split out, it'll spit out a backspin. So like here, there's nothing in here in 8. This is showing 8 miles per hour of tailwind component. I don't have a plot for it, but the equation would spit out somewhere around minus 1.8 backspin. That's all it's basically doing. So all you need to do is get this equation and put it into the calculator, right? So we can do that. So let's put this on the side to make that a little easier to see. Let's go to the calculator side. How can I get rid of this? Let's hide this. Okay, so say we wanted to put it right here in the top spin, backspin information. So I'll just erase that. So you need to enter this. This always starts with an equal sign. I'm just following this exact equation here. Minus 0.0003 times, and it says x cubed. Well, the x being the numbers we put in there is the wind, all right? So the wind y component. So where is that? That is on the calculator, which is here. So we put the y component, all right? But you also need to put that to the third power. So you need to type this caret and then put 3. Okay. The next one is you gotta say plus. You have to say 0.0110 times x again. And x again, and that's gonna be to the second part, caret 2. Then minus 0.2952 times that again, then minus 0.1036. Enter. And that's it. Now that's our top spin, backspin. So let's take a look at that. So let's go to the main section. All right, so when, say I had 45. So I have 7.1 y, and it's saying now I need a minus 1.7 backspin. And it's getting that from this function, this equation. So we had 7.1 right around here. It's going to give you 1.7. This is 1.5, 2.0. Yeah, so that's all it's doing. It's spitting out this line for us. So even if you change strength of 12, to 12 miles an hour. Now this becomes 8.5. The spin is now minus 2 because 8.5 is like right around here. And it lines up with minus 2 right there. 8.5 because 9, 8.5, right? So that's all it's saying. So you've automated the spin. So whatever when you put in, it kicks back the spin to you. You know how much spin to put on your ball. And same thing with curl. You just go through the same exact process, except for curl, it's different, right? Instead of, let's do that real fast. So curl, go into the wrong side. Curl. The numbers you will need to put will be a little different, right? Because it's just, again, pairs and numbers. It's going to be, the left side is going to be the wind, and the left to right, the crosswind, the X component of the wind, and the matching pair, the number, is a percentage of curl. So you have to, I made left curl negative number and a right curl positive number. So that's about it. You would put the same numbers in and you would do the same exact thing. So yeah, that's real fast. It's pretty complicated, but it's not, there's no math involved. You're just plugging in numbers, and it works extremely well on many holes. There are some that are a little harder that you'll find that some holes won't work too well with it. But definitely there are some holes that it works very well with modeling out your spins and your curl. All right, that's it. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.